Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Josephine and it's Let's Talk with Josie. And on this channel, remember, if it bothers on our existence, then we're definitely going to talk about it. Okay, so I got a request and I would like to, okay, so that's the request. So I'll read it out and then we'll now continue. So she says, "Good day, Ma. My husband bought a land in only his name. I complained about it and asked that he changes to our both names, but he has refused. His family does not like me. Well, he went ahead to start the building. Now he quarrels that I am not supporting the project. Is it not his project? Why should I support him? So please, I want your opinion and that of your followers. Thank you. So guys, please subscribe to this channel so that we can write to this lady, and together we will make the world a better place, one topic at a time. Okay, so the post was shared and we have a couple of comments on the post, so let me read a couple of the comments before I proceed. Okay, so somebody says, try and talk to your husband, your reasons why you want your name in the land document, and ask why he didn't add your name in the first place. But at the end, you need to support him. His success is your success and the family's success, except there are more important information we need to know. If you want equal rights, you can ask him to change the document to your name while you provide half of the money he used to buy the land. I believe he will change it immediately. Okay, so that's one comment. Somebody says, you have said it already. It's in his name. You shouldn't complain if you are not willing to support. But truth be told, you need to support him even though he seems thoughtless. You don't know what tomorrow holds. Now that's a perspective. Then somebody else, well, I think this is too long. Okay, so let me do somebody else. Somebody else bluntly said, my dear, don't support that project. Instead, you buy your own plot and start your own project too. Let everybody mind their business. Okay, so I have about 40 comments here, and everybody has their own, different perspective. But in the end, a marriage is a union of two persons agreeing together on, being in a relationship with a common objective. You get. So I feel this is something they should have talked about before they even got married. Okay, before you get married, I feel it's important to sit down and address certain issues. Okay, should we buy cars when we get married? In whose name? What names should we write on the papers? Should we want to build a house? In whose name should these properties be in? I feel if they had had that discussion before they got married, they will not be having this issue today. But that notwithstanding, she mentioned that the family, that's her in-laws, did not like her. So if you are going to bother to dwell on that, though that was not her focal request, you will now see the need why she feels she's not secure. Okay, you bought the property in your name, your family does not like me, God forbid anything happens tomorrow, what's my take home and that of my children? That's a perspective. And then there is this perspective that says, okay, he wants to be the man, he wants to own it, so he should be able to take care of his responsibility. Now all these are not out of context or out of place. It depends on how you try to handle it, okay? But as much as I will say, talk about it with your spouse, and we all know that some persons are difficult to talk to. That's the truth, either as a man or a woman. And you get to that point where you tell yourself, okay, since you won't listen, just go ahead and do you, and I will do me. But the question now is, what's the point of the marriage if he's to go ahead and do him and you go ahead and do you? Okay, so bottom line is, talk about these things before you get married, okay? And I feel the person that says she should get her own plot and build her own house, I feel that will be compounding the issue, because the guy is already obviously on the wrong path and she takes her own wrong path. Eventually they drift way apart and there is no meeting point when it comes to how they manage finance and how they manage acquisition of properties as a couple and all. So I feel these are discussions you should have way before you even get to that point, because when you're at that point it feels like one person is trying to be greedy, but when it is not the time for the acquisition yet and you have this talk, it shows you're trying to build something and you're concerned about the process and the pattern with which to build that you want to build. Okay, so at that point I feel like everybody is clear-headed and they will try to see reason. But at the point where you already have the property and you're trying to, you know, talk about these things, it feels like, okay, she's trying to get greedy, he's trying to get greedy and all. So for you, madam, you are already at this point and I feel like you should not let things get worse, okay? Just try and support him. He's your husband, you have kids together, and eventually your kids are going to, you know, okay, if you don't want to support his project because you feel it's his project, maybe you should support it because you will be paying rent. That's on a lighter note though. But I feel if you see it from that perspective, you will not be as pained as you are feeling right now. So see it as, okay, you are paying rent for the number of years that you are going to, you know, be with him in that house. After all, you are going to be living in that house, and while at it, just find a way to, you know, make him listen to voice of reason. You guys can go for counseling, you can, you know, just keep at it. Sometimes these things do not, you know, come overnight. As you keep at it, before you know, he starts seeing reason, just chipping here and there. When he's in a relaxed mood, you know, just talk about it and all, and in the end I believe that he's going to come around, especially if he does love you. So guys, please, let's leave comments for her in the comment section. Subscribe to my channel. You can also send your request. I will try as much as possible to find answers to them, because together we're going to make the world a better place, one topic at a time. Thank you guys, and see you on the channel. Bye.